Today I'm going to show you the fastest and easiest way I have found to restore, colorize, and create a realistic video from an old black and white picture. In addition to that, it will also create yet another picture with the same subjects and yet another video. And you really don't have to do much of anything. I'm in FreePik and the link is in the description. I am logged in and I'm going to go to this AI suite on the left here. You'll see a number of different tools here. We're going to click on Spaces, where you can create a new space or you can use a template. I'm going to click on templates, a number of different templates down here that you can scroll through. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go directly there by typing in MEM, and we're going to go to this Restore Your Memories template. And this drops us into something that looks exactly like the template we're going to use, but we're still not there yet. It won't let us do anything from here. So now we're going to click on Use Template, and that'll take a couple more seconds to set up. Now we are in our real space. You can see here from the example, you start with an input picture that gets cleaned up, that gets colorized. The colorized picture gets turned into a little video. And then from there, it actually goes on and takes the subjects that are in your picture and makes a completely different picture. And from that makes a completely different video. It actually looks at your picture, decides on what a good prompt would be, and then it makes that prompt for you, uses it, creates this and creates this. So you get all these wonderful outputs, 5 different outputs, just from basically putting in one picture. I'm going to have another video that goes more deeply into how to tweak this a little bit to get better results, but this works pretty well most of the time exactly the way it is. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to come up to this input, put my mouse over there, and you can see it kind of gets shaded when my mouse is over it. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to click on Replace Creation. If you've created anything in here in the past, that's going to show up in your history. You can select one of those or upload an image. I'm not going to use something I've worked on in the past. I'm going to upload a brand new image. Click on Use Image. Sort of shimmer there for a second. So when I start running this whole thing, this whole chain of events, this whole workflow is going to start. It's pretty amazing. So the first thing that's going to happen that you should be aware of is that it will turn black. All of these items that are here that are from their example are going to go black, and then as things generate, then they pop up in here. I'm just going to put my mouse over my input picture. You see it gets a little bit shaded. If I click on that, I get this menu up here, or I can also right click and select Run from here. I'm going to select my input here and click on Run. Zoom in on these things. I can click on the 17% you see in the corner and just zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. And we can watch it do its magic. And you can see it starting to chug away. All right, let's see what we got here. So it doesn't look like it's done because there's no video here and there's no video here. That's just sort of a issue with Spaces in beta right now. It takes a while for these to render, and then if it's taken a really long time and nothing has happened, what most likely has happened is it's not showing up here, but it really did get created. So we'll go through these pictures first. Again, here's the first one. And this is the first one that we had uploaded ourselves. And I'm going to zoom in so you can just see what a mess this was. Right, there's just these black dots on this picture. It's just kind of an old, grainy picture. Cleaned up all of this, it made them nice and clear. Closing out of that and looking at our restored version. Click on that, clicking on Open Preview. All right, now I'm going to zoom in, and you can see no black gunk on the faces or in the air anymore. They look nice and clean. It even added a little bit of colorization to this initial picture. Clicking this X to close out of there. And now we got this nice colorized version. So I'm going to click on that and click on Open Preview. All right, that looks good. That looks good. You can really see a lot more once it's got the color and the restoration, just sort of like that this was kind of wrinkled. Didn't notice that before. Now let's see what we got for a video. Clicking on Close. All right, now this video is not rendering here. I'm going to do Open Preview. Yeah, no compatible source was found for this media. I don't know why it does that. Doesn't do it all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you've been waiting a long time and if just one or both of these videos are blank, but everything else has been rendered, chances are it did actually create the video for you. It just didn't. It just didn't show up here. So I am going to go back to my home. And here they are. So even though it was not rendered in that interface, we can see animate this photograph and animate this photograph. Both worked. They're both here. So I'm going to click on the first video. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's adorable. And now we're going to take a look at the picture that it created all on its own. It actually created the prompt all on its own. By taking a look at your picture and saying, hey, here's some ladies from the 1940s. Why don't you put them in this other scenario? This one's not very different. Sometimes they can be quite different. Like in the example, you have the kids in a totally different room and there's a rug and there's a lot of different stuff. They changed around, it looks like, the colors that they're wearing and gave this lady a purse. But basically, it's a very similar pose. I'm going to open that one up. And this is actually going to put us into sort of a editing place where we can do different sort of tinting and such like that. We're not going to do that. We're just going to take a look at this image. But this is a wonderful image. Yeah, and you can see it's got those same wrinkles. I really like that. I really like that. And now I'll take a look at the video created from this. I just click back in my browser to get back to where we were. Right here, animate this photograph. Very cute. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more easy, practical, jargon-free AI tutorials. Thank you for watching.